Your man in Japan, Jay Contra here, and we're looking at the showcase of the Hard Off in Sasebo, down in Nagasaki Prefecture. I'm here to visit House Den Boss, a weird Dutch theme park. But first, I can tell you about Final Fight Tough, which is going for $130. That's pretty steep. Even at Mandarake, I think I bought for like $90. Not too long ago. Also, don't play Final Fight Tough. Well, it's fine. If you like Final Fight, you can buy it, but I definitely recommend the first two. Final Fight Tough's not that great. Live Alive is really good. Well, it's supposed to be a good Square RPG that was never localized. I think for $40. In the box, it's pretty good. Live Alive has really jumped up in price recently. We got Dracula X, super very hard Castlevania, and for $60. Loose. Pretty interesting assortment here. What else do we got? Nothing like super exciting in the showcase, nothing that I needed to like absolutely see. But then we've got this. This is one of Nintendo's like super early. So look at that. It's 1990. No, it's 1977. I believe, just as the name implies, it's got 6 games on it. And then if you want to jump to the far future, here we've got a Famicom going for $50. That's pretty good. It looks like it's in good shape. What else do we got? Got a good looking, I love this PlayStation 3, $80. Anything else? Super Famicoms, nothing's really jumped out at me, although I did think it was cool that they took the time and get the trilogy of Final Fantasies for the Super Famicom. I think they're going for about $10 each. A little pricey. I've noticed at Sasebo the prices are a little bit steeper than I think what I would pay elsewhere. Although, what is very cool is this copy of Mega Man X going for $27, complete in box. This is insane. This is usually like a $50 game. But $25 is a good price. We've even got a fair copy of Super Mario Kart going for $16. Let's see, SimCity 2000. How much is that going for? $5. I remember playing this on the Super Nintendo, and I remember playing this. I had the demo version on the PC, and the weird thing about the demo was you could play it for 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes, it would just start throwing natural disasters at you, so you would have to, like, battle against tornadoes and fires, and there was nothing that you could do about it. Anything else? No, I don't see anything. Space Invaders, the original game. About probably 20 years removed, actually. I think this is probably about halfway between us. You got the Super Nintendo version coming out in the mid-90s, and then the original game coming out in like, what, 70s? Late 70s, I want to say. Here we've got Terranigma going for $30. Darius Twin for $16. Wow, they've even got multiple copies. Wait, was that? Oh my god, wow. What else? They've got a pretty good selection here. We've got Link to the Past. It's $27. I don't know about that. Then, they've taken the care of something that, oh wow, look at that. They have, in fact, organized. They don't usually do that, because see here we got, what, Turtles in Time? Wow, they've really got a bunch of heavy hitters for the Super Famicom here, because normally what Hard Offs do is they can't be bothered to alphabetize anything, so you'll just find a whole smattering. of cartridges, but they've actually gone through and they've actually alphabetized things and put things in order. You also they're not very deep. Sometimes you'll see like 20 games to a spot, and so you just kind of have to keep flipping through and hope you can see some artwork that you like or that you recognize. But I like the way they've organized this. We've even got one. Didn't notice this before. We even got some PC Engine games. Seem to be the usual, like, nothing super expensive, nothing super rare. But we also have a PC FX game, Yuna. I don't think it's very well known though. Whoa, uh-oh. Hopefully YouTube doesn't ban me for this. Oh wow, maybe even YouTube would ban me for that. for a special. Let's see if we're looking at N64 games. Again, nothing striking. Rockman, these Mega Man games for the Game Boy can be pretty difficult to find, and so $30, they tend to be the more expensive Game Boy games. I'm just trying to look around here, nothing super special. Though of course I love the Japanese version of Perfect Dark. It's that red and black color scheme that is just so amazing. Then we've got here we've got the graveyard of Dreamcast games. What is this? Super Speed Racing. Wow, they've got how many copies? Let's check it out. $3 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 copies of Super Speed Racing. I don't think I've ever played it before. What else? There's just so many. This Code Veronica. Oh wow. See, the Japanese edition. I don't know what the American version looked like, but I love the Japanese version. And wow, $5. This is pretty cool. Although of course, notice it has been bleached by these fluorescent lights. See the nice orange there on the top, and then you go over here and it's just been baked. So faded. And that's what's killing me. You're seeing a lot of games now. Like to look at the difference between these two. I hope you can see it on this iPhone camera, but you can see this stands out much more than this copy that's probably been sitting here for years. Well, why not bring up Persona 2? I think this is the Eternal Punishment. You even have Devil Summoner. It's the best version, but come on. Anything else? I don't see anything else. Dragon Quest 7. I always love to bring it out because this is like a $50 plus game in America, whereas here, because you know how popular Dragon Quest is, they've got so many copies that they've got tons to spare. Anything? No, I don't see anything cool in the Sega Saturn. Nothing in the Xbox area. Take a quick look at the accessories. I don't see anything, although I do think it's cool that they've got the USB Ethernet adapter for the Wii. It is actually pretty useful. Here you can get one out of the box, or you can get one, or this one's out of the box, this one's in the box. $5, $16. So that one looks new over there on the right. Yeah, nothing in the modern stuff that's super exciting. So let's head back to the junk. There's actually some non-video game stuff that I would like to show you guys. First of all, we've got this crazy old stuff. I don't even understand what any of this is. Like, what is that? I'm guessing it's some kind of sound, either amplifier or maker. I don't quite understand. We've just got flutes. If you want to buy a flute for $70, here you go. And then for the more game-oriented stuff, we've got, I think, 3 different versions of the MSX. We've got an MSX2 here. This one was put out by Sanyo. It's going for $130. We've got a Sony MSX2. It's going for $150. You know, MSXs, they just are all over the place because here we go. Oh, this is an MX2 as well. This is made by Panasonic. So here we've got one that's $60. Over here that's $130. And then we've got one that's $150. Next to, of course, a like super old Polaroid camera. It's like, wow. It's like, okay, well, it's like the shutter works, but I mean, obviously they don't have the right film, so they don't know if it properly works. Got a bunch of lenses and old cameras. They were really good with the shutters. Besides, of course, the gun, the $200 airsoft rifles they have here, and an airsoft grenade launcher. Like, what even is that? What I really wanted to show off is these old model trains that I love. I've recently been getting into model trains, and by that I mean I bought one model train set. I don't know if I'm exactly getting into them yet, but I fucking love model trains. And look at that model train right there. Those 4 cars are $150. How can, model trains, man. How does that even work? Then something else I've come to start looking at old computer stuff. As you can see in here, we've got these we've got just old graphics cards. Like I think this is like an ATI Radeon. Hold on, what is it? It's like a 9800 Pro, and they took out the fan. Because what they'll do is they'll try to break things down for the junk section. So you just got this whole box full of fanless graphics cards and then sometimes CPU socket cards. It's just like, why? Couldn't we have just kept the GD fan? Okay, alright, let's move on. I know you didn't come here to see old computers, although please, if you would like to see more old computers, please let me know, because that's kind of what I've been interested in recently. Let's see, okay, any interesting junk? Oh yeah, I guess something I should point out, because I've noticed this recently, is that I have discovered a difference in PlayStation 1 controllers, because I'm trying to get a complete PlayStation 1. I'm talking about the mini PS1. The only problem is that the controller that came with the PS1 is not this controller. Much like with the mini Super Famicom, they came with a special controller. You see here, this indicates that it's a normal PlayStation 1 controller. And then, for the PS1 controller, you notice the insignia is just a bit different. And the color is also a bit whiter. You see this? Here we got the PlayStation Gray. This matches the original consoles, which I don't see any around here. And then this one meets the sort of whiter, bit paler, matches the colors. I hope you can see that. And so I'm looking for one of these whiter controllers with the PS1 insignia, but I'm having a hard time finding those. They've got tons of them. Well, they have tons of them. It's just that they're, kind of gross. I gotta be honest, they're kind of gross. But this one would probably clean up, except for that rust. Look at that rust. I think that's the one. I think of all the things that you should be careful of when you're buying stuff from the junk section, just be careful with rust. Because yeah, maybe you could sand it off, but you're playing a dangerous game if you're playing with rust. Got so many. The Wii cable graveyard. Actually, you know what I guess I could look for? And I don't see any standard Nintendo composite cables. So here's the Wii Fit graveyard. Wow, they put this in the junk section. Super Mario Bros. U doesn't have. I don't feel a disc in there. Wow, what's Bayonetta 2? No, these must just be the boxes. See, I don't kind of jiggle it around. I don't hear the CD, so it appears these are just boxes. You can buy the box of Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U, if that's what you want. Pokemon Channel, one for $3. Let's see. what's here in the junk section? Final Fantasy 9. Going for $1. Dragon Quest 7. $1 version if you don't want to spend $3 whole on one that looks a little bit better. See, none of these here look super bad. I mean, yeah, they got scratches. Might be able to see them here. But if you just want to spend $3 to play Persona 2, it can be yours. Wow, they've got a couple. Yeah, they have both Persona 2s actually. Because Persona 2, I don't think it was exactly like Pokemon. It wasn't like you could catch different monsters in different ones. Although maybe you could. I've never played Persona 2. I've only played Persona 5 so far. What's this? What's this? There you go, $10. $10 for the Final Fantasy collection? Huh. I wonder what it would be like if it was in good condition. So yeah, your usual Gran Turismos, your Dragon Quests, your Final Fantasies. Oh yeah, that's the one I wanted. Now that's what attracted me to this whole thing anyways, was Rockman Battle and Chase. $10? $10 whole for this? Interesting, okay. There's nothing really else exciting here, besides, I mean, it's pretty standard, but there's nothing, I don't know if it's me personally, I don't know if I'm just becoming less excited by things, although a whole power brick, man, a whole power brick for $3, that's the beauty of the junk section, folks. You can find so much stuff that I think maybe after some time you just kind of get immune to the excitement. But there's got the Wii Fit boards. Always with the Wii Fit boards. We've got all of these PlayStation 3s. I wonder if these... See, the trick with some of these is that some of them will play PlayStation 2 games and some of them will not. Some of them will software emulate. Some of them will have the emotion engine chip on board. But you can see some of the differences. This one right here, it's got raised lettering, whereas this PlayStation 2 does not. So they are obviously different models, but I could not tell you the difference between the two. And that might be key in the future, but I think I wanted to end it with some junk section Lego toys. Because I freaking love Star Wars Legos. And I would love to buy this Star Destroyer for $400. However, I do not have $400. So on that note, this has been your man in Japan, Jay Contra, at the Sasebo location of Hard Off, saying thanks for watching, see you next time, and mahalo.